Welcome to Wall Street English Service Video Training section of Encounter Waiting List. The purpose of the Encounter Waiting List is to help our students find a student encounter which might not be available at the moment. It also helps the center to optimize the number of students in one encounter, therefore improve the efficiency of the encounter schedule. So when we will use this encounter waiting list, let's imagine the steps when the student comes to us to book the class. Usually, we check our current encounter schedule together with the student's time preference. If we find out that the schedule we have doesn't provide the suitable classes for the student, it is when we offer them to be in the waiting list. When the student accepts, we collect the information, type it down on the waiting list, and after that we will check the waiting list together with our most updated encounter schedule to find if we have any new available encounter class for them. If we do, we contact the student to confirm and rebook for them. Now I will show you how we use the encounter waiting list. Let's have a look at the example of the student encounter waiting list. For your information, the student encounter waiting list can be slightly different between center to center. However, the information we collect from the students to help us find the class for them are basically the same. The one you are looking at is based on the encounter waiting list of Service Officer LQD Center. First of all, let's have a look at how we prioritize which student to call first. Number one is emergency cases. Student who is extremely off track or sent by the other department that they have some special needs to have the encounter quite earlier. Secondly, we have repeat students who need to repeat the encounter in 2 to 4 days. Then we have students who are in their first level, and then the rest of the cases. Let's see what information we collect from them. The unit. We need to know what encounter unit the student want to book, and then the last encounter date. In this case, if the student is booking encounter 18, we understand that they have encounter 17 on the 20th of December. And then the receipt date. This is the day that we put the student in this waiting list. Some special note, student basic contact detail, the encounter we booked for them officially. This is when we try to persuade the student to at least have a reservation, encounter reservation, even if the classes is not the most suitable for them. We also have the date and time of the encounter the student prefer to have. We name the SO who we put the SO who put the student in our encounter waiting list. Here you can see every column is a time when the SO in charge of checking this encounter list put in the result. So on the 26th of December, we have one SO who checked, and the student didn't answer the phone, and then we couldn't find any other classes for the student. So let's make an example of using this encounter waiting list. Let's say today is the 2nd of January, and I am the service officer who's in charge of checking the encounter waiting list today. I see that there is one student in this waiting list. His name is, yes, and this is his student code. He wanted to wait for encounter unit 18. He booked encounter 18 on the 8th, but he wanted encounter to be on the 3rd of January. Now we can see from the note, you can see why he preferred to have encounter earlier. He had long business trip from the 9th of January. The one he booked is on the 8th, right before the day he departs, so can be inconvenient. Let's check if we have any available encounter 18 on Sunday the 3rd for him. I will use the Brain Service QuickBook to check our current encounter schedule. And I will put in the center, which is Lekudon, student code from this list for A08. When I click search, the student information will appear like this. So, this is the current encounter schedule. You can see most of them are full. What is the one that the student preferred again? Sunday the 3rd of January. And we have one. Sunday the 3rd of January, 2 p.m. So we have the encounter he wants. What do we do now? Yes, we call the student to confirm if he wants to change his encounter date from the 8th of January to the 3rd of January. If he accepts, we book this encounter for him. And we remove the older booking. Thank you for watching the training of student encounter waiting list. I hope you have fun practicing it. Goodbye.